We've all heard the what-if questions before. What if dogs could talk? What if humans had 4 stomachs? But today, I want to explore a more serious and slightly terrifying what if. What if the Earth suddenly stopped spinning? Just like that. No warning, no slowing down. What if our planet just abruptly stopped rotating? First off, let's consider the immediate catastrophe. Right now, you're moving at over 1,600 kilometers per hour at the equator. If the Earth suddenly stopped spinning, you'd continue moving eastward at that speed. Everything not attached to the bedrock would fly eastward violently. Buildings would collapse, oceans would surge, creating mega-tsunamis that would race around the globe. It would be absolute pandemonium. But let's imagine that somehow you survived this initial catastrophe. What would happen next? Over billions of years, the Earth has formed a bit of a bulge at the equator due to its spin. Without rotation, this bulge wouldn't exist. So within seconds, the Earth's gravity would start pulling everything towards the poles. Water would rush towards the poles, too, covering the land and redrawing the map of our planet. Floods would reshape continents, and what used to be the equatorial regions would turn into dry basins. On one side of the Earth, perpetual daylight would reign, making that part of the planet incredibly hot. Meanwhile, the other side would face eternal darkness and freezing cold. Our current weather systems depend heavily on the Earth's rotation. Without the spin, atmospheric circulation would collapse, leading to extreme and unpredictable weather. Just imagine tornadoes the size of Texas. So the long-term consequences of Earth stopping its rotation would be devastating. Day and night would each last 6 months. One side of the planet would burn under the relentless sun, while the other would freeze in darkness. The weather would go crazy due to the collapse of atmospheric circulation. And the Earth itself would be reshaped by the shifting of water and land masses. Would life as we know it even be possible on a non-rotating Earth? Maybe some ecosystems deep underground or in the polar regions could survive. If humans prepared in time, we might also survive, but not as we are now. We'd have to adapt to these drastic changes just like all the other living things on this planet. It's hard to imagine our world without its constant spin. But Earth isn't just spinning, it's doing it at a remarkable 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator. It's this spin that makes Earth a bit wider at the equator and a bit flatter at the poles. It's this spin that causes the Coriolis effect, which influences weather patterns and ocean currents. It's this spin that makes Earth habitable for us humans. So let's be grateful for the spin. Who knows what would happen if Earth ever stopped spinning? Maybe it'll give us a much-needed break from the heat. Subscribe for more mind-blowing space and science scenarios.